Spark Up Music.
You know what it is.
Just a quick introduction. My name is Symphony, and I'm the Executive Director of Best at Everything Band. We have in the building our band members. We have J. Lou. Say what's up.
Yo.
We got in the back our engineer, Jay Fresh. All right. We have some other people in the studio. Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to Defy the Great. Best at Everything Band is basically the sponsors of this amazing get-together called In Studio Live, where it's a free opportunity for independent artists, for us to do the melting pot thing. We start off with a booth session, we get an interview popping, and then we go into some In Studio Live performances, at the end. So without further ado, who do we have in the building?
The motherfucking Spark Up Music.
Sumo Gang.
Spark Up Music official. You know what it is.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Yo, my name is Young Proper. You can call me Prince Proper. You can call me Proper. Don't call me. You can call me whatever the fuck you want.
What's up, y'all? It's poor little Rich. You know what I'm saying? They just call me Rich.
Shorty motherfucking Hex, the one and only.
Shot a buzzer.
Shot a buzzer.
Right, shot a buzzer.
Like the
with
bird.
that D, don't forget that D.
Like the bird.
Like the bird, right, buzzer.
Bird.
Yeah. Yes. So, from the top, we were inspired because y'all toured down November the 11th at Brigham Bars Part 6.
Hey, you know what it was.
And
that's true.
Thank you. Thank you.
when we book talent,
You gave us the opportunity, so thank you.
Facts.
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
when we book talent, when Best at Everything Band books talent, we really looking for real talent, and I really feel like that's what we're looking at right now. What can we expect from Spark Up Music, in 2018?
It's gonna be
fucking
wild, man.
insane.
Just honestly, we still running 2017 right now. I mean, we got the game plan going for 2018, but right now, 2017, we still got projects dropping.
True.
You know what I mean, me and Young Proper dropping a duo tape. You know what I'm saying? At the end of this month, Sean's got next month. He's got the end of next month.
Yeah.
And we're running strong into January. You know what I'm saying?
Let's fucking get it.
So, yeah, we're doing big things.
What can we expect as far as the brand? Any particular things that we can look forward that you to other than music that you all are doing collectively?
We gonna have.
Yeah, we're definitely getting into
clothing.
clothing for 2018.
Okay.
Fashion's where it's at, yo. For real.
We got a lot of ideas. Yeah, we got a couple artists.
We want to do like a little logo, like a little sumo wrestler, because Spark Up Music officials. Sumo, break it down. So we're going to do like a little sumo wrestler.
I like
It's
that.
going to be like a little character.
I like that. I like that.
And
That's
then we're
really,
going to just
really
go
cool.
from there. My girlfriend's stepdad's an artist, so he's going to draw like we were talking about having the samurai.
Okay.
Samurai season. And it would be like a little fat guy all dressed up. That shit cracks me up.
Still be
Just
something that's
thinking
catchy.
That's
so
the
everybody
most.
likes it, because like Spark Up Music, like our name, you would think being a pothead, but it's like about completely different. Like we're sparking up from nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I looked at it, from different angles.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly,
mean?
exactly.
Some lyrical people,
Like,
so
what does it
we're
mean?
coming in with the double
We like to
entendre
smoke
with the name.
too,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
you know what I mean? Anybody can spark up. We
That's
all come
true.
from nothing.
Y'all come spark.
Exactly.
Y'all come spark, and really November the 11th, I definitely really feel like that you guys really are ready, seriously ready, and just encouraging y'all. You know what I mean? In 2018, make it your business to get the hell out of Philly. You know what I mean? Nothing against my city.
Discussion on the way over.
I absolutely love Philadelphia. I've been here all my life, but God has blessed me to go to a lot of places, whether it was with music or whether it was just on the strength of just travel, pleasure, and things like that. But it's nothing like seeing the world and taking that, taking your talent to it.
I experienced it this year. I was I went on tour a couple times. We went to Buffalo, Cincinnati, Boston, Cincinnati. Not Cincinnati. Connecticut.
Go ahead.
Connecticut. We went a bunch of places, but like I'm 25, I never left Philly till this year. So like to be somewhere else was awesome. Exactly.
That's amazing. That's a blessing.
That's
like really
my
big.
parents came up to Boston with us. Like it was cool shit. Like
we ain't stopping. Next year's gonna be the same exact way.
We're working on down south next year.
We going down south, going to the Midwest, yo, my man. My man, poor little Rich, he gonna be on that Stoner Jordan tour over in fucking Colorado on 420.
Hey, okay.
Back like y'all know.
I see you.
We make moves out here. Spark Up, we gonna spark up for real.
Right, Spark Up Music.
Only on that day, man, you take us for face value. Spark Up motherfucking music.
True.
Colorado. Stoner Jordan, no man, because he gave me the opportunity to perform earlier last month.
That's a blessing. I'm so proud of y'all. Me being called the resident OG. Everybody will call me the OG, even though I look like I'm about 27. But no, I'm joking. But bottom line is that I always encourage young people to follow their dreams. Right. Who would you say inspired you to even do this in the first place?
My brothers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Each other, okay.
I mean, like,
any particular?
Obviously, there's always going to be the mainstream influence.
Who are they? But who are? I want to know who they are.
It's more. All right. Well, when I was younger, I went to Page Martin, which is like North Philly, Fairmount. Now I'm from South Philly, so Eminem just came out, and everybody would call me Skittle and just assume I could rap. So that's how I started. Dead serious, yo. That's how I started rapping. Okay. And then people would meet me now, like I was in grade school with, and they'd be like, "You rapping?" I'm like, "Yeah, yo, I'm actually rapping now." I record, I got a studio, we do everything. You know what I mean? And it's just dope to like Asher Roth. He comes from right outside of Philly. He made it. DJ Drama, all the Philly, you know what I mean? Lil Dicky. Dude, my inspiration's the Roots, though. They grew up literally around the corner from me. 7th and Snyder,
DJ
you
Drama
know what
is
I mean?
black, let's throw that out there.
Yeah.
He got that Obama rule.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, dude, that's all just being from Philly and what our city's about. That's my
How about you, Shy?
Basically, I mean, as far as today go, I don't like any mainstream artists. Okay. So I can't say that any mainstream artists inspire me. But back in the day, it was like Tupac, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Biggie.
As far as artists I listen to right now, it's just really each other. And I listen to one other underground artist in Philly, this guy named K Dot or whatever. But other than that, I don't listen to anybody. He's
I remember being a young boy hearing that nigga buzzing, for real.
How about you, Rich?
I mean, for real, I started making music. I actually started writing poetry first. Right. That was my main outlet. Okay. And then I turned it into bars when I met him. Okay. And that's just when I just started rapping. But I mean, if we were to go nowadays, I would say it's probably Kendrick, the usual suspects, J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? People that actually spread a message, you know what I'm saying? They don't just go on a track, literally say 5 minutes of absolutely nothing.
Sounding like the next, the next artist and the next artist, and basically a bunch of cyborgs.
Real people that actually real music that I listen to is old school stuff, like 50s, 40s, 60s. I'm real old school.
It's an old man over here.
How about
you? That's how I do it.
Oh man, I say for real, I like anything that makes you think. Anybody who some of my favorite rappers aren't even mainstream rappers. Loaded Lux. Loaded Lux is a crazy, a very fucking. Sci-Hi the Prince is a crazy fucking artist. Who else? King Los from Baltimore. He's a crazy fucking artist. All these niggas, even go to the mainstream artists. Childish Gambino, I watched a freestyle of his on Hot 97. That shit changed my life. I swear to God.
You know what? But I'm glad to hear. So many from the team, so many from you all's team saying that you're listening to, underground artists and underground music. I want to address earlier, you mentioned making it.
Yeah. Right.
I'm always contesting that terminology.
Yeah.
Fuck that. The man holding the camera, the people I'm looking at fucking made it.
Right.
We all made it. The only thing separate us from the Eminems and the Kendricks and all of them is they have deals and more money, to per se produce and promote they shit. Right. But it don't make us any less haven't made it or any of that. So we have to and a lot of underground music honestly is better than a lot of music we hear on the radio and mainstream.
Because that Duckworth is fire.
No, I didn't say that a lot of mainstream music and music on the radio is not hot. I said that a lot of underground music has a tendency to be more creative and better.
Yeah, that's fast.
They just have the financial mobile.
It's the hunger.
Here go real talk. Remember when that flyer I had real talk. So we gonna get down to that real talk, y'all.
Right.
Making it is being active. Making it is investing.
Right.
Making it is pushing. Making it is being consistent. Right. Making it is out here performing every time you turn around. That's making it.
Right. Keeping your name in the ear.
Keeping your name relevant. Go, digging in your pocket and investing your money. Traveling. Building a fan base. And making money back for what you do. You know what I'm saying? And however you do it. You know what I mean? Because some people make their money back in the studios. Okay? Producing beats. Everybody don't sell music. You'd be surprised the amount of people that just give their music away, but they make their money, you know what I mean, like you were saying earlier, the fashion. They make their money, you know what I mean, doing production.
That's why we trying to do, like, we have a game plan that's like, it's, honestly, that shit would make Dame Dash jealous. Like,
hey,
for real, like,
let's go.
But, like, the whole thing is, the one point that I do agree with him, that he didn't, like, he knows how to, like, and this is no, like, I just want to put it out there. It's not a diss against Dame Dash or nothing, but I'm just talking about, like, he talked about what to do when you have money. But a lot of things that people don't talk about is how to generate the money.
Come on now.
And you know what I mean? It's like you can say you want to do all this and do all that, like, but if you don't have the end and a means to get the end, of course, legit, because like I'm not gonna promote
absolutely
the shit. Like people gotta do what they gotta do, but I'm not gonna be out here glorifying it. You know what I mean? But like if you don't got like a legit way to get your bread,
recycling.
You know what I
recycle
mean?
System.
Right. If you don't got a legit way to get your bread, how are you gonna make the moves that you want to make? So you gotta figure out how you gonna plan out your future, because a lot of people think present and they don't think forward.
Absolutely not.
You know what I mean? So like that's why when I say this man is a fucking computer, this man is a computer. Like you ask what a game plan is, he's like, yo, well, check this out, longevity, and that's all you get.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And this is. And this is how we keep shit in structure, because we set structure, you know what I mean, that we can follow. And another thing is, like, as a label, we hold ourselves accordingly, you know what I mean? So like with that being said, like I know like it was an elephant in the room, and we talked before we got here, like there was shit like that happened. I'm not gonna drop no names, but like we had a fallout, you know what I mean? But it really wasn't a fallout, because there's no love lost at the end of the day. But like we used to be stronger, and now we not. We lost a member, you know what I mean?
I understand.
So, but like people have a different way of getting there. It's not a different direction, you know. It's not that we all going in the same direction, but like some people want to take different vehicles. That's up to you, like, you know what I mean? And like everybody wants to be famous. So I would never disrespect anybody's hustle. My brothers and sisters feel the same way. You know what I mean? Like, so when we do business with people, it's because we respect people. You know what I mean? And we respect their talent, their craft, their business-minded element that comes along with them. You know what I mean? And that's all it is. That's what SparkUpMusic is. Like, we out here and we doing shows, we try and travel, we try and network, we love networking.
But we also don't lock nobody down.
Right, like
you free to move as you choose. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we're still going to move as the unit that we are. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And it's all loyalty, and that's what it comes down to. It's all loyalty, and that's what it is. Like I won't smoke an L without my sis. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we waiting for her, and like, I won't smoke an L without it. Like, that's loyalty. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like that's what it comes down to. Shit like that. Like, it's just the small things. Like, a lot of people don't look at it that way. A lot of people look at self. A lot of people want to get famous by themselves. Like, you see how we are with each other. Like, I'm not going nowhere if my brother's not going. I'm not, like, and vice versa. I'm not going nowhere if sis ain't going. If sis going somewhere, I'm going with her. You know what I mean? So, like,
it's all about support.
It's all about support. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is how we move. We move as a unit. Like, when you get SparkUpMusic, you get everybody. Like, this is SparkUpMusic.
And keep in mind, you know, as best at
plus 5 to any event you invite.
Keep in mind, as best at everything, we started out with 10. We down to 5.
Right.
And my mentality is this: me being the founder and being the mastermind, if you will, what the word more so would be visionary, you know what I'm saying, behind Best at Everything Band. My whole thing is that I am not going to do all the work. I refuse to do all the work. Right. And you literally have seen the fruit of your visionary's labor, meaning before this came around, you can actually physically look up accomplishments after accomplishment after accomplishments. So if you can't say enough to yourself, if he was able to accomplish that before this whole Best at Everything even came into place, then apparently I need to either mimic it, okay, or do my own way of doing it, right? And okay, to see the same successes, but even go higher than that. And that's, I'm on my Barry Gordy shit, so I definitely want you to be higher than I. Right. But in order for that to happen, you got to put that work in. Facts. And that's what a lot of artists do not understand. We live in a time. We live in a time where literally it's 20% talent and 80 freaking percent work ethic. You gotta work. You have the world in your hands. You gotta work.
You put a video up in 0.25 seconds. That thing can become viral. Right. And you can be, you know what I'm saying, do all this other stuff, and now you're making all this bread. True. See, a lot of things is like they get all this money, but they have no idea what to do. Yeah,
what to do with it.
And that's why they lose it. Yeah. Or they end up spending it on dumb stuff and they still lose it anyway.
Well, yeah, you know the lack of that entrepreneurial spirit. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Because like back in the day, you got to realize they were hungry for it in the sense that they had to know everything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't play a video on YouTube and hope that it gets millions of views. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They had to put themselves at every event. They had to put themselves in front of every person, every label, and actually do what they had to do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what you got to do. That's how you got to move. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
They laugh at me. Yeah. I burn 1,000 mixtapes almost, and then I'll go out and like either hand them out, sell them for $1. I don't care. Like you know what I mean? But like the one kid we used to work with used to be like, "Why don't you just sit at home and do Facebook?" I'm like, "What do you mean just sit at home?" And
gotta get out in these streets. Shout out to Reality Music Company, baby. Shout out to you. What you say, Mama? Got to get out here in these streets. You know the reason why? Because at some point in time, MC Hammer, shout out to MC Hammer, shout out y'all see where Master P is today. Yeah. Master P wasn't afraid to get in that trunk. MC Hammer wasn't afraid to get in that trunk. Okay? Yeah. Meek Mill was not afraid to walk these streets, holy jeans, disheveled hair, dirty, living pillar to post, walking these streets with his mixtape. Yeah. And that man was responsible for 100,000 mixtapes out there before he even signed a record deal. Okay. Like he said, I would have did it without the album. Yeah. In order for that to happen, you got to beat these streets. You got to not be ashamed. You got to not feel weird about what it is that you want if you really believe in what you want. Exactly. My people listening to this video, I don't care what it is. If you into fashion, if you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, I don't care what you want to do. If you believe in it, you got to work for it. That's just what it boils down to. If not, then you just going to be another has-been. Okay, because you have a lot of talented people out here that are on a standstill.
Right, and it's crazy that you said that because the other day I was watching something on Facebook and they have this thing out now where it's though like they're knocking the people that got their success off the internet. Like you were saying earlier, some people go viral off the internet, like you told me earlier today.
Yeah, like the Justin Bieber
got famous on SoundCloud, but you know people that's getting their buzz like that, like Country Wayne and stuff that was on Instagram and got buzz. They're knocking people like that, but it doesn't matter how you get your grind on. You shouldn't. If you got your grind on and all these people saw you, you still built your fan base. That still work.
Work is work.
You can't just go one lane. That is definitely
exactly.
Nowadays, it's definitely something that you cannot do.
You hit them in every direction.
You got honestly, you find the direction that you're strongest in, and what you do is you integrate your music into it. You integrate your fashion into it. Yeah. This way, now, say you got this video platform that's going crazy. Everybody's watching all your videos. Now you put your clothing line in it, SparkUpMusic. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that because for me it was shows. As an artist, and mind you, I'm an artist. I'm a songwriter, singer, and all that kind of stuff like that. But before I really, before people knew who Symphony was, They didn't know me by no music. So even to this day, when a lot of people will say, Symphony this, Symphony that, oh yeah, that's the guy that be doing the shows and stuff, or the guy at the studio, they don't even refer to me as a singer-songwriter. Yeah, and they don't find that out until they really get around me and know me and things like that. Right. But just what you just said is exactly what you mean. Exactly. You know what I mean? You do it online, you do it whether you show produce, you do it whether it's beat making, you do it whether it's YouTube, whatever, but you find your lane and you
integrate. It's all about making everything merge. Right.
But you run with all of it.
Exactly.
Say that again. You run with all of it. You don't depend on one way, you know what I'm saying, and get your name out there. This is real talk, y'all. I'm in here with SparkUpMusic. SparkUpMusic, man. You know what the sad thing is? I'm so guilty. I'm so excited, interviewing y'all. I haven't had an interview this good in a while. I took over. So my studio audience, what questions do you have? Nobody interrupted me, you know what I mean? J. Lou, we got J. Divine. Who else we got in here? We got Michelle, we got D5. What we got?
Alright, I got some questions.
Sure.
So, y'all are SparkUpMusic. How long have y'all been a team?
Alright, so 2011 is when me and him started.
Twinsies.
So,
it's my brother from another.
And then after we linked up, it was just me and him for a while.
Okay.
And then he came around and we started doing work with him, and then we brought him to the team. And then
we became the SparkUp.
And then
we worked with people like we worked with other people, and like there was a falling out to where Fonz started his own label because I was working with people, and then they didn't. I don't know how to sound. Like they fucked up my shit. Like my whole audio was all fucked up, and they tried to say it. So I left them and I started SparkUpMusic. So I was just running around screaming SparkUpMusic. People don't even know my rap name. They just know SparkUpMusic.
Sound like me a little bit, yeah.
So and then through the neighborhood, everybody was like, "Yo, link with Fonz, link with Rich, link with Rich." So me and Rich finally linked up. And we took it all from there. We were just putting little freestyle videos on YouTube, doing a little cool shit. And we were young bulls at the time, so it was even better. Because the original SparkUpMusic is about 20 people.
For real.
It's my friends growing up, his friends growing up, but we all grew up together.
I had a label before, actually, right before I graduated high school. It was called Black Hand Gang.
Okay.
And that only lasted about 2 years. There was about 8 or 9 of us.
Okay.
And when everyone started falling out and going their own ways, when I ran into him and we started doing, because I've known him for a long time.
But y'all here to stay, goddammit. Y'all here to stay.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all here to stay.
We had so many people, but everybody either got their own lane, started doing drugs. It was just everybody fucked up. And it's
people joined the army.
People joined the army.
Everybody fucked up.
I think the big thing to really focus on too is the platform. Like I always tell my team, best at everything, entertainment, band, whatever, is a platform. So it's not based on just the artist. I meant to say the human beings. It's based on the music. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even with Spark Up, I'm looking at some really talented individuals, but who's to not say, that people may change. But Spark Up will always go on. You feel what I'm saying? So it was really about the music. Focus on the music and not the people.
That's exactly what it is.
Focus on the music. I just so happen to be around some really dope artists. Pound back there. No, really shout out seriously. You all are really dope, and I can really say that about J. Lou, about Jay. To me, hands down, I really feel like that they're really great songwriters. And they really got some hits under their belt. All right, J. Lou, you got any questions for us? But you said you had another one. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I think you got one for us.
Alright, so you guys are a team, so what's kind of your positions on the team? Who's the rappers, who's the ones with the hooks?
We all rap.
We're all rappers.
We're all spitters.
Yeah, we all do.
If we're going to say hooks,
you ain't know that?
Be me.
Where was you at November the 11th?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Hooks, I'm coming up, bro.
Bro, my hook game.
I just started songwriting. I'm a bar guy. So I like writing bars.
Yeah,
so I can write for 2 hours of bars. So
we know you bar heavy over there.
like
Miss Slickster.
Yeah, I'm the hook guy. I'm also the engineer.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm the promoter.
And he does artwork.
Yeah. Artwork.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, you're another combination
He's
of
like
me
the
and
jack of
Jay.
all trades,
Right, for real.
That's me and him. Yeah, I see. We do a lot of the same exact stuff. I see a lot of the things that you do. Yep.
Prop make beats.
Yeah, like
Prop makes beats. I do videos.
Okay.
I edit videos. I do the Photoshop too. That's just banging. I love it.
he made her cover.
Yeah,
for her last project.
I just made the cover for my
wait. Can we
project.
acknowledge that real fast? Yo, that Queen of Kensington is fucking fire.
That Queen of Kensington is fucking
That's
fire.
fire.
What's
That
your favorite in?
I was naive. I was trying not even to curse on this thing, but I had to with that one.
Out there. It's right there. Yeah.
That mixtape was fire. You've heard it, correct?
Yeah, I did hear a lot of the music. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
That project is fire. And that joint's out.
Well, I'm so excited because I really feel like I'm looking at, again, the band.
SparkUp is like a local conglomerate. If you really put it in, if you put it in like perspective, like we all mastered what we do for the most part.
Yeah.
Not even that. Even the people that aren't sitting here. Even
right.
Like,
Yeah.
Just like our friends, our cousins, our family. They go harder than we do with the promotion for us.
Right.
I see them. I see what be going on, and I'm really proud of y'all. You know what I mean? Shout out to J. Lou. He claiming he ain't got no questions, but I remember when his concern was at one point in time, nobody comes out to my shows. Nobody, really supports me and stuff. And we had a nice long conversation. He came to bring them bars with the most people anybody from my team ever bought.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to him, from understanding from our conversation how important it is for you to be instrumental in building your fan base.
Exactly.
It doesn't just come from making good music. You have to literally promote yourself.
Yeah,
you have to promote yourself and sell it. And get in people's, what was I saying a lot on Instagram throughout the process of spray in that direction, please. Like a lot though. What was I saying on Instagram? Y'all noticed that I was saying like in the air and stuff. Yeah. I was saying basically about people, getting offline and getting in them phones. Remember I was saying stuff like that. I was also saying to people, how you have to, talk to people face to face. Make a party out of the situation. Right. Shada Buzzer did exactly that. She had a party in the building with SparkUp. You know what I mean? But I know you had like a nice crowd that came out, so y'all really understood what it's like. You got to start with your entourage. You know what I'm saying? Start with your neighbors. Start with your cousins, like you said, your bros, because those are your initial fan bases, and then you build from there.
Exactly.
One of the reasons why I stopped wanting to do registrations for shows is because I want artists to focus on getting that fan base, that music. Focus on the music, getting that fan base out. That's more important, than me making a couple extra dollars. Like I ain't focused on the money. Right. Yeah, I want artists to build fan bases.
We also mentioned that younger talent too. Like we got a young boy that he's got a lot of potential.
Tragic, Mark, man.
Let's go. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They 18, 17, 18 years old.
Okay, so that's your young bucks.
They got that high school fan base. So like they go to school every day and see hundreds of kids. So like when they first started working with us, I'm like, yo, you gotta understand. That's how you I started really doing music when I was out of high school. So like I had 5 people I was always hanging out with. 5 people are only going to promote you so much and get you so much farther. When you got a high school full of kids, that's literally 1 million views you can't get because everybody shares it once.
But those guys are those guys are literally your gateway in to actually put on a school show.
Exactly.
So I need to hear about that in 2016.
Not only that, like, if you promote yourself heavy, like me, I promoted myself heavy, and a guy hit me up the other day. I was looking for some beats. A guy hit me up, like, I got some beats for you. He inboxed me his own original beats. Shout out to you, Shock. He, like, he inboxed them joints to me so I could use them. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. That's love. You know how many, how much beats cost?
It's true.
Yo, man, it was crazy though. Real rap talking about how we linked up. For the longest time, I'm talking years, me and Sean were like phantoms to each other.
Yeah, like I had a group of friends that knew him,
right,
and he had a group of friends that knew me, but like really well.
His cousin
shout out Dutchface Killer.
Yeah, shout out to Dutchface Killer. Shout out to Dutchface Killer. That's my nigga. That's my motherfucking brother. Killer. Yo, this man, yo, he was always like, yo, you gotta link up with Sean. Yo, and Antonio Padilla, yo, that motherfucker Tony, shares our shit more than a little bit. This is how we treat our fans. I want you talking about gathering your fans. Tony. This man has been on Facebook, on Instagram. That man shares every single one of our posts. Like, no matter what artist it is.
And his girlfriend, Patty McHale.
Yeah. Everything, yo. So that's much love. I just want, I just had.
I'm gonna conclude by saying this because we do gotta get into the performance segment.
Yeah.
Piggybacking off of what you just said, you said something powerful, and I'm gonna clear my throat to my team. Because I have 2 engineers in here, and I'm looking over here to my right. I have an artist. Now, and I'm gonna say this to y'all too. What this brother right here just said. That y'all actually have people that are sharing on a consistent basis your stuff. Now, that's true supporters, true fan base. Now here's the deal, I ain't finished. The only way that happened, there was something that sparked that. And what was that? That was going hard.
Straight up.
Jay Lou, shout out to you because you're going harder. I see the progress. Jay, you gotta get your life. DeFi, you just started. Listen, I ain't putting nobody on blast, but I look at the opportunities that God has afforded me. Just via, I'm just saying, Words of Life Productions before Best of Everything Band came about or anything. Words of Life Productions started out literally with a table. A broken screen laptop. You know the story, Shy. I said it a million times.
That's real shit. Yo, that's real shit.
Our studio, a table, a broken screen laptop. None of this. None of this. No shows, no events, no family, no friends, no phone ringing. The whole first year, the phone did not ring. None of that. Okay? We do got to close out. So I know y'all got more to tell, but y'all going to tell it on the mics. But I just want to just say, don't stop. Spark Up Music. It was definitely real. Y'all interview went way over what we used to doing, y'all. We usually do a 10-minute interview. We did like 35, 40. But you know, it's been real.
The talk got real.
It really did get real. But listen, I appreciate you all.